Hey everyone, this is a how-to video on completing Send in the Clowns Arena Quest. This is part of the UPA challenge, side quest you could say. The Ultimate Party Animal side quest, or Can't Stop Won't Stop. I think that's what you call it. And I'll show my build by the end of the whole gameplay. But we're gonna immediately use Yuffie, Aerith, and Cloud. And we're gonna try to build up some ATB and set down our Radiant Ward as well with Aerith. That's really important, especially how Radiant Ward is every time you cast magic within the ward, you can get interrupted, or I don't think you get hurt as well while you're casting a spell. So for the most part, you get a lot of iframes when casting spells, and that's pretty much the point of this arena battle. Is we're gonna be utilizing a lot of the Quake spell and boosting a lot of ATB. Aerith is our healer slash person who's going to be buffing us for our magic, because she does have the empowerment materia, which will increase or buff magic attack by using Faith for Yuffie. And the strat with Yuffie is that, oh yeah, by the way, I have Cloud in just so we could do extra strength damage, physical damage, and also he does have Raise. You don't exactly have to copy this lineup. Well, at least with Cloud, you could choose another character, but Aerith and Yuffie are important in this fight. I was struggling at the beginning of this fight because the first round for me and the very last round were the ones that gave me trouble. Especially like immediately in the first rounds with these Gargantuars. Like they're literally, they move a lot, they do damage to you. And especially when they do needle rain, you never want to be within their radius. Especially when you hear them get pressured, you kind of want to run away instead of fighting back. Especially if their pressure bar is not even close to being staggered. So the strat with Yuffie is building up ATB, and there's some build up, you know, in the beginning. I messed up with Aerith. See, like this is definitely an authentic video guide, because you can mess up and still come back. But again, the strat with Yuffie, sorry, I had to rewind the video a bit. But anyway, the strat with Yuffie is that when she has her doppleganger and you set Aerith's arcane ward, because that's what we did here within the radiant ward, is that with her doppelganger, I kind of figured this out when I was grinding out the arena quest and playing as Yuffie, is that her doppelganger is also able not to just mimic your physical abilities, but also your spells, which is very, very useful. So when you combine Quake with Magnify and have Doppelganger out with the Arcane Ward, you're going to be doing multiple spell castings on these enemies, and that's what you want to do. Pretty much magic spam again, just like post-game remake. And by the way, I was using limit breaks and such here too, is just so that Yuffie could get get much more iframes as well, because Aerith and Yuffie, they don't have a lot of HP, and also I did not max out their materia, so that's why like certain things are not at its full potential for this build. Also, I kind of rushed the build, so I don't know if you exactly want to copy it, but feel free to use it as a blueprint at least. And oh yeah, I do have MP absorption every time Yuffie casts Quake, so I do get some MP back, especially when you're doing the tier 3 Quake. And we were pretty much home free on from here as soon as we took down the first Gargantuar. We don't have Raise. I didn't have Raise for Aerith, so I couldn't pick up Cloud again, but I definitely did have a slot for Raise, because there's definitely, like, for this build, I just want to let everyone know, it is rushed, and I only chose the materia that was really relevant for this arena quest, but there was definitely room for much more materia that could be so useful in here, and I do recommend having Raise for Aerith and Cloud. And we just whiffed the synergy ability. Amazing, right? You'll see at the end that I realized that Aerith does a lot of magic attack as well. So feel free to utilize Aerith because I started to just start casting so we could do much more damage and just get over with this fight. Because after this, you're sort of home free in a way. See? Thundaga was so strong with Aerith. Also, sorry if there's no face cam. I am not feeling so well today. The allergies are horrible. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Sorry, I rewinded it again. I'm stumbling upon my words, but I have the safety bit, which helps your characters not get one-shotted or have the insta-death. So that's really important. And also, you don't get petrified with the safety bit. So I highly recommend you craft those accessories. Have at least 3 for your lineup. And we're gonna keep our range here. And also re-raise setup with Aerith and utilize ATB boost. We do have ATB boost for Yuffie and Aerith, by the way. Forgot to mention that. And we set up the arcane ward and radiant ward immediately. Unfortunately, they kind of caught me because what I was doing is I usually dodge left and right, or strafe left and right, so that their range attacks won't hit me. But as soon as I had everything set up, even though Aerith didn't use her empowerment on Yuffie, I just immediately just wanted to hit the Tonberries already. As you see, I think I end up realizing like I'm not doing as much damage, so I think I'll use Aerith to give us Faith, because you always want to combine Faith and then Yuffie's doppleganger and then the spell casting, so you can do some much more efficient damage as you can with Quake. But okay, and there you go. This Tonberry round wasn't as bad. It would have been much faster if Aerith gave us Faith, though. This was honestly one of the second round was also the toughest when I didn't figure out the safety bit strat. Here, this isn't as bad. This is a bit more chill. But what's annoying about this Ember Zu, you could say, I think that's its name. You have to utilize. You have to use ice on it. It's very effective towards ice, and it gets really annoying with its AoE attacks. The hitbox is really annoying, and it chases after you as well. So I think in this fight, I actually start using Cloud because Cloud has my fire and ice materia, and I cast the tier 3 Blizzard on it. Because Quake wasn't doing as much damage. Also, by the way, you're able to... Let me rewind it. I'm so sorry that I'm wasting your guys' time with the rewinds. You're able to turn off Magnify by pressing L1 on the menu here. Because when you have Magnify on, it does lessen the damage, I think, for your spell casting. If there's no other enemies to magnify towards too. So this is where I realized I was like, alright, Quake is not working, so we're going to use Cloud. And I think I'll start utilizing Cloud once he has his first ATB up. But I'm trying to like just stagger it, I think, at this moment. There you go. I'm sort of thinking what I should do with Cloud, like what is the right decision. I thought I was able to use Fate on, or I mean I start building ATB with Cloud, but I guess not yet. Yeah, this fight would have been a lot quicker if I just utilized Cloud like off the rip instead of using Yuffie and forcing Quake on Ember Zu. Sorry if the energy's a bit low. I am a bit tired. I think it's because of the allergies. They've been killing me. So, my apologies. I hope this guide is still helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I'll clarify much better as I'm typing. See, just so annoying with its it just tracks you with its AoEs or its projectiles. So I'm just trying to finish off the fight already. That's why I immediately went for limit break. It looks like I didn't even use Blizzard with Cloud. I think maybe it was in the other fight. Maybe it was the last fight. Yeah. I was pretty dumbfounded here. I thought I was going to use Cloud. I guess I didn't. But yeah, always use the most effective spells, especially if they're weak to it. Like, when you have the opportunity to do so, go for it. Now, this is actually one of the difficult rounds because of the Joker enemies. I don't know actually how people approach this fight, but I just went for the Toad first. But I think the Jokers are the ones you should go first, especially how they could just take away your MP easily. I think they already took away half of my MP with Yuffie already. And it's really tough to set up for Yuffie here when they're really just running at you, being aggro and targeting you. So it's been a while since I played this. This is recorded, so I'm wondering like what's the play and like my thought process. I'm kind of curious. Okay, so I'm going for Cure immediately. I only have 36 MP with Yuffie as well. It's very bad. I think this is where Cloud comes in, and that's when I start using Cloud's magic. Oh, it paused. I guess I was listening to music when I was grinding this out, so I guess my computer kind of went idle. It fell asleep, and I was just trying to wake it up again. That might happen again during this. So we're going for, yep, Radiant Ward. I think I'm going to start utilizing Aerith as well here. Aerith is really gonna support us here. So I do have the time materia with Yuffie, so that when we use haste, because Yuffie is kind of like our ATB machine. She constantly creates a lot of ATB quickly. Because I'm really trying to go for the Quake spell. I already have everything set up. Unfortunately, Aerith is not set up, and I'm afraid to switch characters at this moment. Because if I switch characters with Aerith, they're just all gonna aggro Aerith. Dang, I'm really getting bodied, so I was kind of nervous here. And then I think I did limit break, yep, to get the iframes. Because Yuffie was literally a one-hit. And obviously we have no time to see. When I realized that I didn't have enough MP, I was like, ooh. So that's when I was like, alright, it's time to use Cloud. And I think I'm gonna start. I think he also has Wind, maybe. Yeah, he has. Oh, he has Thunder and Blizzard and Fire. Aerith has Wind. So this was progress. I was pretty happy seeing this. Now I was really thinking what would be ideal to have unlimited MP for Yuffie, or should we upgrade our limit break? Have our tier 2 limit break. So I chose the tier 2 limit break because with Cloud it is very strong. And it could get multiple people as well. But you have to angle that correctly. I should have went for Purification because I think you get HP and MP back. More so HP. I'm not sure about MP. Should have done that. Don't be like me. As you see, this is such a very authentic guide because I messed up a lot here. Especially how I was really getting bodied. So this was the opportunity where I was like, alright, we should start using the synergy ability. And then I'll distract them with Cloud. I think Cloud also has Breach, so I ended up Yeah. I end up using Breach so they wouldn't have, or they could have some sort of debuff. Because they have, I'm not sure what that is. They just have a, like, protection on. Some sort of barrier. Physical barrier. And maybe for magic. But they're not immune to it, obviously. So their barriers are not as bad. So I did risk this because right now, with the unlimited MP I have with Yuffie and Aerith, I was really kind of speedrunning it through and get the second ATB so I could do that last cast at least, see if it will make a big difference. And we finally got it in. And it did a lot of stagger damage for sure. Oh my god. Crazy. So I was really thinking, I was like, should I just limit break now or should we upgrade our limit break again? And I think with Aerith, because I think they're very effective towards wind. So I did use arrow here. I could be completely wrong though. Again, it's been a while. I'm sorry this is so unprofessional. But if a normal person like me, I wanted to post this because if a normal person like me was able to get through this, you can too. Especially if you're trying to complete the game. And this is my first time seeing finishing touch. That's why I wanted to I was in Cloud's POV. I just wanted to see his perspective on the animation. Crazy. Crazy finisher. As soon as like we took down Joker B, I was like, alright. We kind of... This is we're home free for the next round. We just can't make any silly mistakes at this point. And I do have options as well. Like, I could stun Joker with Yuffie's limit break if things go badly. While we're stacked with ATB. And Joker's pressured right now as well. Let's see. Aroga killed it. And this is where it ends with the limit break. Just so we can move on to the next round. And the next round, honestly, could quickly, like, end your run if you play way too aggressive. So always have spacing against this Iron Giant. I think that's what you call it. Let's see. But if you're pretty careful and you have spacing, you'll be fine. And I think this is where Cloud comes in and he starts casting Blizzard. I can't believe I didn't utilize Cloud as much in throughout the rounds. I thought I did. I only really used him for physical damage. But I think here, this is where I start casting Blizzard. I swear this time. I'm not trying to lie to you guys. Oh, yeah, Cloud uses Thunder as well. Damn, I didn't get that perfect block. So since he was aggroed towards our other party members, I found this as an opportunity to build up ATB with Aerith. I was just being safe with that block. I didn't try to perfect block it. Now, I did mess up. I didn't turn off the Magnify for Quake. And then we didn't even do as much damage either. Yeah, see, this is where I'm using Cloud. No, you should have used Cloud past him. What are you doing? Yeah, Yuffie did not have, damn, and I got one-shotted. See, I wasn't careful. I think I did res Yuffie. Yeah. But I should have casted Faith on Cloud instead. Especially how his magic attack is not as bad here with the build I have or with his weapon. Because Quake is not going to be as useful for this fight. But lucky us, we do have a synergy ability, so while it's getting stun locked, we're just gonna start building ATB with Aerith. I'm still using Yuffie, wow. Yeah, I guess I really didn't want to give up on the Quake method just yet, even though it's very effective towards Thunder. And then Yuffie doesn't even have, yeah, doesn't have MP to use Quake. See, I wasn't thinking straight. I just kind of wanted to get over with this round. There you go, we got pressured immediately. Yeah, we did a good chunk of damage here. Yeah, there we go. I'm utilizing Cloud now. Yeah, we're doing good chunk of damage here. There we go, I got the perfect block in. I also spaced myself out away from the party members so they wouldn't get hit. There we go, we're using Cloud. There we go. I guess I was really pushing for... Oh, I didn't use Quake. What? That's surprising. Oh, there we go. That's why I wanted to empower Yuffie with Fate. There you go. My ego, man. It just wanted to use Quake on it just because. But from your guys' observation and mine, you could play definitely way better than this and get through this much easily. So I hope this guide helps. Now, it wasn't a short guide, but I do hope this entire video helps. Feel free to comment down below any questions so I could clarify certain things with you guys if I have forgotten anything, but this is pretty straightforward, and at the end I'll show the build. Thank you all for watching. Remember, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the future. Peace.
The party!
Fine by me. You're on.
Very well. Then I shall be waiting for you, fellow party animal.